Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Empress Aries 888. My name is Tanya. Alright, so we are going to do this today. We are going back in time, back to the future, baby. Because a lot of our situations started not in the here and now, but we were shaped by past situations, possibly past mistakes that we've made, people that we've let down and disappointed, how we've disappointed ourselves, how our inner child that never quite healed created a lot of bullshit in our lives. Okay, and I feel like I'm not the only one. So sometimes in order for us to move forward, we have to go back. So that's what I'm going to do today. Back to the future on Empress Aries 888. So let's do this. Let's call in spirit and let's try to heal some of these past wounds so we don't carry them forward. Let's call in spirit. Spirit guides and angels of your whitest light, please give me a clear message for the collective. One that brings closure. One that brings healing. One that brings hope. And one that cuts the ties to the pain of the past so that we can move forward. Please protect me as I open myself up to channel these messages, and please protect my beautiful collective. Amen. All right. So I know that each and every one of us has regrets about something we've done, something we've said, people we've hurt. And until we heal those situations, until we forgive ourselves and others for things that they've done, we can never truly move forward in our lives. We're just going to carry the baggage of the past into the future. Okay, so let's dive deep here. Like on the way in, it gives me an energetic donation to the channel, helps me tune into you. These are collective readings, any energy, any sign. Flip the rules as we see fit. And I thank each and every one of you for your likes, for your subscribes, and for your patience with me at times. I am a work in progress like everybody else. Amen, amen. All right, what do we got for the first card, Spirit? Be proud of yourself. I feel like a lot of us can be hard on ourselves. And we don't see all the progress we've made. Maybe we feel stuck. But if we look back and we're honest about it, we've come pretty far. So try to be kind to yourself. And this is in the last quarter mode of Taurus, and that's an earth sign, okay? Find balance, which is what? Libra. Could be the astrological sign, but I feel like each and every one of us is on that journey to find balance in our lives. So finding balance is the key. Yeah. All right, so I'll take those two. And I have quite a few cards to go through. So let's keep going. Let's keep going and keep glowing. Balance is the key here, as well as being proud of yourself. I really do feel like a lot of us are just unhappy in our situations because we expect too much from people and ourselves, right? But I feel like if we could just let go of the expectations of the what ifs, if only this person would have loved me, it's really if only you would have loved yourself. It really comes down to that. A lot of the issues that we have in our lives is because of self-worth and low self-esteem. It's not in every situation, but it can happen where we sabotage ourselves because we don't feel good enough, smart enough. We don't love ourselves enough. And we can attract the wrong type of people into our lives based on our own self-worth. The angel of strength is with you. You're stronger than you think. I don't feel like some of you feel that way, but you're stronger than you think. You've been through stuff in life, right? And maybe you don't understand why, but these are lessons And it's a blessing that your spirit guides, your ancestors, God, whoever you want to name in this scenario, care enough about you to want you to learn and to love yourself. Appreciation. There's a lack of appreciation in some people's lives. All they feel is victimized. And this is a message from Spirit to stop the nonsense, right? Stop the insanity. It is not everybody else's fault for your situation. You've come a long way. And yes, there have been people in this situation, in this journey called life, that's hurt you. 555 for confirmation. But that doesn't mean they're doing that today. And the blame game is not getting you anywhere. Recognize your own toxicities. Recognize your own part that you've played. Okay? That's what this is about today. The part we played, how we can heal. All right. Let's go. Spread your wings. Win or lose. Death is here. No, I'm sorry. Detach. Detach. Somebody had to detach from a situation and leave something behind. And it's not just a mindset, because for some of you it has to be this way, a mindset, but you needed freedom from a certain situation that you were stuck in. I feel like for some of you, it was like a win or lose type of thing. It was like win at all costs. You didn't want to look like a fool. So maybe you stayed stuck in situations that weren't good for you, but you had to move forward. You had to let something go. And it was hard. Because it could have been more than one situation, more than one person, more than one scenario, right? And if it's family, it's really hard to detach from family, correct? But if these individuals were keeping you stuck, and I'm not talking about your children, because obviously you can't detach. You shouldn't detach unless they're adult children. They don't need you anymore. If they're children, obviously you're going to have to provide for them. You're going to be there for them. You can just walk away from situations like that. But if it's family, that's no longer like a necessary thing. You need to provide for these people, and they are toxic in your life, then yeah, there is situations that you have to walk away from. And there's no winners or losers in the situation. You can't win at all costs. If that's your mentality, you're so competitive that you have to win, you're the one that's going to learn a lesson in that. You're the one that's going to be put through hell. Because this journey called life is not about winning or losing. It's about the learning along the way. The shedding of our skin, like the snake, right? The old ways have to go in order for something new to be poured into you of spirit, of contribution. Ask not what the universe can do for you, but what you can do for the universe to collectively raise the vibration of this bitch, right? That's what it's all about. And you're going to go through challenging times when that happens. Because there's always going to be people out there that are jealous. There's always going to be people out there that are going to be, who the hell do you think you are? When you're trying to raise the vibration and be a better version of yourself. Because it triggers their own insecurities. It triggers their own self-worth. It triggers issues that they had within themselves. Maybe to control. Maybe to keep people down, right? If I can't be happy, you're not going to be happy. There's always going to be people out there that do that. But that is not your problem. That's theirs. But you can attach yourself to people that are like level 5 clingers, and they're not going to let you go, right? And they're hell-bent. You might be providing for this person. You might be contributing to their financial gains, and they're going to let you go. There's all kinds of, fill in the blanks that could go into that. Why people do what they do. Just feel like it, right? They're happy in their unhappiness. They're there for a reason. They're put there by spirit for a reason. you're hearing jingle jangles, it's my little one, right? My Sammy that's like frisky and wants to play. It's very early in the morning here. Very early. Nocturnal, right? Cats are nocturnal. I can't with that one. Spirit, give me some more, please. This healing process of what they need to do, what I need to do. It's a message for all of us, really, on this journey. Spirit's like, not right now, so I'm gonna let that one go for now. All right, give me some more messages, Spirit, for my collective. What do they need to learn to move forward in their life, to have blessings? Because in order to be rewarded, there has to be a reason, right? Spirit has to have a reason. If you're like hard like clay, unmoldable, there's no growth there. How can they bless that? I just seen 11:11 here. Suffering in silence. Somebody is broken, right? There is Archangel Michael protection here, and there could have been interventions here, and that's why you left a situation or an open door was given to you, because you leveled up. Okay, like I said, if you cannot be moldable, Spirit is going to put you through lessons until you are. Sometimes you're going to be cracked open, and it sounds cold. It sounds like cruel. It sounds like, why is this happening to me? Somebody might be saying that. What did I do wrong? How do you know what you did wrong in past lives? Maybe you don't believe in past lives, but it's a real thing. How do you know there's not generational curses put on your family that you need to heal? So, yeah, you're the one that has to do it. Maybe you're the only one that can. And that's why you're going through shit in life, 12 on the clock. Right? And God, confirmation from the Del Gato. Yeah, we go through shit in life, and sometimes it's not our fault. We didn't do anything wrong, maybe in this life that we know of, that we're aware of. Sometimes you don't know that you've hurt other people. You're not aware that you've done that. And there's karmic lessons to hurting other people, right? Maybe you're insecure, guarded, and paranoid about life because of it. You don't trust anybody. This is your message today. You need to change. Not everybody you meet is one day going to let you down. This is a feminine energy, and it doesn't mean that it's not a masculine person, right? Born male. It just means this is a feminine energy. You could be overly sensitive to somebody out there. This is a message for you, okay? You need to have a thicker skin, 13:13 on the clock. You need to stop internalizing, questioning every damn thing that somebody says to you, wondering if they hate you. Some people are going to hate you, my darling. That is their problem, 13:31 on the clock, not yours. Oh well, their loss. Okay? We need to be balanced and not like force relationships or expect everybody to like us. We cannot mold ourselves into being everything for everyone. That's just being a phony, my love. If they like eggs, we like eggs. What if we do not like eggs? Why are we acting like we do when we don't? Why am I saying this? I don't know, but it's got to be somebody out there. We cannot be all things to all people. 14:14. Okay? I feel like if this person's confused and conflicted, you are, about situations that have happened to you. Okay? Why people have ghosted you, why people have left you, separated themselves, why people have walked out of your life. There is a reason, my darling. There's a reason for it. Okay? And it's not always you. 14:41. It's not always you. There are other people out there that need to walk away from their own self, their own situations. They need to change. Maybe there is situations where we are too clinging to a person, holding on for dear life when they're pulling away for their own freedom. Okay? When things end and we're heartbroken, it might be tough for them to do the same. Like, it's breaking their heart too, but they want their freedom. They need that distance, 15-15. Okay, we cannot hold on to a person so tightly and choke their spirit out. Try to change them. Okay, I love everything about you, but I wish everything about you changed. Why can't you do this or that? You know, it's like we have to admit, and I admit, that I am not perfect. Okay? We have to admit that sometimes there's always like 15-51. We contribute to the ending of situations. Okay? It's not always the other person's fault. We have to admit that it takes two to tango, and it takes two to make something successful, and it makes two to make it end. Okay? We contribute ourselves with our own toxicities. When two people are toxic, it doesn't work out. 16-16, it doesn't. And it's not because, it's because it was meant to. It was never meant to stay. When things leave you, my loves, it's because it was supposed to. And maybe, just maybe, we held on to it a little too long. We should have let it go a long time ago. But we were afraid. We didn't want to be alone, or we loved them so much. We didn't want to lose them. But my love, what's meant for you is never going to leave you. Always remember that. If it stays, it's because it was meant to stay. If it leaves, same thing. Okay? Same thing. All right. 17-17. Victory and success. There is victory and success. For you, for me. Spirit doesn't want us to be kept down and miserable. How does that help the collective? How does that help all of us? If each and every one of us is trapped in our own heads, in our own situations, in miserable circumstances, it doesn't help anybody. We can't help another person if we're drowning, right? For some of you, you're discontent and bored in a situation, right? You just want to move forward. You want to move on for some of you, okay? There's transformation, and it's necessary. It's necessary for these things to take place in order for balance to happen, okay? For these blessings to happen, right? Transformation is a good thing. Don't ever look at it differently or make allow another person to make you feel like it's a bad thing, right? Maybe you had to divorce yourself from a person, distance yourself from a family, and that was hard to do, right? Because maybe you're a mothering person, right? A loving person, and you don't want to do those things. Maybe you attached yourself to people in that motherly way, and now you're suffering. But my darling, and this is inner child too, talking to myself, detaching yourself from situations is only going to benefit all of you in the end. Staying stuck and being resentful does not help anybody. You're stronger than you think. And you have to go through these lessons in life in order to grow. Never think that it's a bad thing to grow. You're setting an example to others in your family, generationally, that this is a good thing. That if something is not working out, don't talk yourself into staying and making something work that's not workable. You were there for a time to learn something. Okay? Don't feel guilty about it when it doesn't work out and it ends. Because that's where you are now is where you're meant to be. Okay? And in the future, when you're in a different situation, You were meant to be there too. We're not meant to be stuck. We're meant to be happy. Okay? All right. And this is a message to pass on. Yeah. Pass on to others. Because we're here to help and heal, right? Some of us are messengers and motivators. So if this isn't your situation, don't take it on, but pass it on. Help somebody else. Pay it forward. And a message of forgiveness to those that need it. I feel like all of us are on that road of looking for forgiveness for ourselves and for others. I mean, in the Bible, it talks about if you do not forgive others, then God isn't going to forgive you. I feel like for some of us, we need that forgiveness. We need to forgive ourselves for what we've done and said and contributed to problems and situations, but also to forgive others for doing the same. You know? Be honest with yourself. Be honest. If people have done you dirty in life, you need to let them go. But you also need to let go of the resentment of what they've done. Holding on to pain and hurt, it doesn't hurt them as much as it hurts yourself. Okay, let's go back to these cards. Let's see if Spirit has any more messages here. There you go. Thank you, Spirit. Forgive. Amen. You need to forgive. Paying it forward. Ra is wanting you to share your gifts. Okay? Share your gifts with others. And maybe even that forgiveness. Sprinkle it around. We all screw up. We're going to. That's just a given. 22 on the clock. But forgiveness is divine. It's from the divine. And if each of us is considered a likeness of God, right, or spirit, or whatever you want to call him, and he's willing to forgive us, then how can we not forgive others? And even though that's difficult and hard sometimes, because people do the most sometimes to you, you need to be forgiving. And from Athena, you've done the right thing. Whatever that road you've walked away from, the people you've walked away from, it was a wise decision for the growth of all of you, okay? For the growth of everyone that you walked away from and those that you are going to meet in the future. You made the right choice. You may not have felt that way at the time, but Spirit is saying you did. The scales of balance. Seek equilibrium in love and career, harmonizing your inner scales to weigh decisions with both your heart and mind. There's everything about balance here, and in order for you to align yourself, you've had to make painful choices, leaving people behind, leaving scenarios behind. But this is always to seek your higher good and peace. I'm not saying leave people that you leave them worse than when you found them. Always try to do the opposite. Always leave somebody better in a better situation, except in a situation where it's toxic, except in a situation where there's violence. Never stay with a person who's hurting you, beating you down with words and their fists. That is not a situation that anybody should be staying in. You need to seek help, right? Maybe by the authorities or, 24/24, or you need to seek it with, psychological help, right? There's therapy out there. Nobody should be staying in toxic situations that are injuring you, others, your children, whatever. Get out of that situation. But I'm saying in a situation where you left a situation because you needed to find your peace. There was no peace. And where there's no peace, there's no growth. And maybe that hurt you and this person and other people around you, but there's a reason why it didn't work out, and there's a reason why you walked away. And the reason why you're going to walk away, past, present, and future energies here. Always at play, my friend. Always at play. It's saying here that this is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. This time of year, it's autumn, fall, right? Good time to go outside, connect with spirit. For some of you, you like going out, 25, you like being out in nature. Your mind, body, and soul needs nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer. So take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. And it's a good time of year to do that. Yeah. Let me see if there's anything else here. Ancestral wisdom. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We walked the earth, right? We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. Amen. So you are protected. It mentioned that before. Not only Michael, right, is helping you, but also your ancestors are playing a part in your growth, in your connections, in your happiness, because they want you to be happy. No, this is not a bad thing. And I feel like we can look at our past and only see the negative. But there are always a positive to the negative. We can't always be stuck in negative situations as far as remembering negative things. We can't always do that because you keep yourself stuck in so many ways when all you look at is the bad. Try, as hard as it is, to try to find something positive that you can say about your past. Don't always focus on the negative because you are not there, my friend, anymore. Okay? You're not there anymore. Speak to yourself with kindness. Be aware of how you speak to yourself. Even if you have to fake it till you make it, my friend, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, I am enough. 27 on the clock. Stop downing yourself. There are plenty of people in this world to do that for you. You don't need to be that catalyst. There are so many people out there, believe it or not, that when they first meet you, they know nothing about you. They know nothing about how you feel about yourself, your flaws. Don't point them out to people. Be kind to yourself. Look in the mirror, fake it till you make it. Find something you like about yourself and build on that. Each day it'll get easier to love yourself. You are a creature of spirit. You are God's creation. You are not ugly, stupid, and worthless. Stop saying that about yourself. Pull yourself close. Every part of your being is deserving of love. Every part, even the flawed parts, the ones you don't like about yourselves, the bra bulge 2020, okay? Who cares? In the broad scheme of things, you are a beautiful creation of God. We all need to work on ourselves. There's nothing wrong with that. But stop the doubt, the downing of yourself, putting yourself down, making yourself feel like shit every day. Knock it off. There's no need of it. There's no need of it. You are beautiful. Do you understand me? The outward appearance can always be improved. We all have genetic makeup. We all have something we are created by God, right? Genetically. Heritage. Everybody in our family has the same, certain features, whatever. Our skin tones, our eye color, our hair. Maybe we want curly hair when it's straight. There's always people with curly hair wish they had straight hair. It's like, it doesn't matter. People that have short hair wish they had long hair. It's always this longing for something better instead of being happy with what we have. Start with that. Be happy with what you have. Dear God, there's always something to be grateful for because, there's people out there that can't even, and there's nothing wrong with this, mind you. There's people out there that can't see. There's people out there that can't hear. There's people out there that have mental issues. We could be one of them people. Does that mean that we are not worth anything because of that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We are adaptive creatures, and our bodies will adapt to whatever flawed situation that we think we might have. We are the ones that are looking at it in a negative way. We are the ones. 30-30 on the clock. Ace of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Love and compassion. It's what we need from others, but we need to start with ourselves, because that's Ace is the beginning of something. The beginning of wisdom is loving ourselves and accepting ourselves for wherever we're at in this journey called life, wherever we were born with as far as genetic code, right? What we look like. We have to wear glasses, so what? There's some funky frames out there. Maybe we were born short. Wish we were taller. Oh well. Work with what you have. 31-13. Okay? Work with what you have. Competition. 5 of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Maybe there's been conflict and competition in your life. You do not need to compete with anybody. Because trust and believe, the person that you think is the I Chi of everything, right, feels the same way you do as far as working on themselves or not liking some part of themselves. We all need to get a grip, okay? Get a grip and love the body we're in. Love the body we're in. Because that is a sticking point with a lot of people, and it keeps you screwed in life. It keeps you stuck and not moving. And also trapped in relationships and situationships and bullshit that we never needed to be in if we only felt good about ourselves. I'm not saying that that is like the end all be all, but it's a start, man. It starts with us. It really does. You are the star. Okay? Have hope and faith in yourself. Heal the wounds within yourself. And it starts with love. Loving yourself. 32-32 on the clock. Okay? There are choices that we've made, illusions about people and things that we need to get rid of. If only I had this, if only I had that. If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, every day be Christmas, my friends. Get rid of the delusions that something else is better. Somebody else is better. I'm with somebody now, but there's always somebody better out there. Really? The same could be said for yourself. Some people need to get out of their ego, right? This ego death. You know, it's a good thing to have a healthy outlook on ourselves, but let's not get it twisted here. You're not the end all be all. Okay? You may think you're all that in a bag of chips, but good for you. But judging other people, 33 is only going to keep you stuck, my friend. Yeah, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. Somebody's got some illusions here. Somebody's feeling stuck. Somebody's feeling tied down. Okay, the Hangman's here as well as 8 of Swords. It's a self-imposed, though. It's a victim mentality we need to recognize within ourselves. There's a Queen of Wands here that could be feeling that way. Somebody that's a High Priestess, a keeper of secrets. Somebody that has knowledge of spirit. Somebody that's been betrayed. A lot of conflicts, right, in their lives. Feels like, why me? Well, why not? You know, everybody has something we need to work on. There's a challenge here in your life. Balance is necessary. Love of self is necessary. Start with that. Start with that. It'd be amazing how freeing loving yourself can get you in life. 34. How it can change your life. It can get you places. You're in denial of that. You're living in the land of lack. Wishing and hoping for better. When you really have quite a lot going on right now if you just looked at it in a positive way. Let go of attachment to the outcome and let the universe bring gifts. Amen. It's like you want something to happen yesterday, but that's the end of your journey. You can look back and say, wait, look how far I've come. But you're not there yet. And you're pushing a scenario, you're pushing a situation that is only an exercise in frustration for those out there that are doing it. A resurrection, shake off the past and rise again. Reinvent yourself and you will rise up from the ashes even more powerful, like the Phoenix Man. I feel like there's something coming for you. Something good. Someone good. Somebody you've been waiting for. But you need to rise to the occasion in order for that gift to happen. It's like you're still not ready yet. You still feel this, I don't know, like, poor me, or why did this happen? People entered our lives for reasons and exited for the same reasons. And it could be their reasons too. They weren't ready for you. You weren't ready for them. Growth needed to happen in order for a reunion 3636 for some of us. But there was always a lesson there. Always a lesson. And some of us didn't get the point. So we had to have other people that were similar keep coming around until we learned to accept it. But the biggest one is, if there's a person that you're waiting to come back around, you need to let go of the expectation of when that's going to happen, because it will happen when it's meant to happen, not when you want it to happen, because you might not be ready for that person. Or conversationally, that person might not be ready for you yet. They're going through their own shit. They have to get with the program. They got to love themselves. They have to raise the vibration in their own situation in order to be ready for you. You could be at a different place in life than they are, 3737. And I know you want it yesterday. Maybe you're aging. Maybe you're up there in age and you're like, when is this going to happen? I don't got it forever, right? For some of us, it might not happen in this lifetime. And I feel like if you're waiting for a person, it's like we have to balance out the masculine and the feminine in our own life. Who we're truly waiting for is not a person on the outside. It's the balance that we need on the inside. And other people trigger that transformation within ourselves. And once, it's sort of like a vault. And there's a code. And once that code has been punched in, the door opens. 38:38 in the clock. There's a code within ourselves. The numbers we do not know. But with each lesson that we learn and each time we raise our vibrations, make better decisions, start loving ourselves, the numbers start aligning. And before you know it, the door opens. And we're onto the cycle or the blessings that were ultimately supposed to be given to us in this lifetime. So don't be hard on yourself if you're not there yet, or that person's not there yet. Just keep climbing, keep rising, keep being positive, right? It's like that song from Aretha Franklin. When, what is it? The river was deep, I didn't falter. When the mountains was high, I still believed. When the valley was low, it didn't stop me, because I knew you were waiting for me. 39:39. They're waiting for you, or you're waiting for them. But eventually your eyes will meet. And all of this will be worth it. It's heartbreaking to lose people, It's heartbreaking to make choices to walk away. But when that happens, 4004, it's because it was meant to happen. Stop being hard on yourself and beating yourself up about situations that were out of your control when you were a child, right? And sometimes out of your control when you're an adult, because you cannot make a person stay no matter how hard you want them to. Everybody has to break free sometimes for their own sanity, for their own growth. 4040 on the clock, it's nothing to do with you. Stop taking it personally. Not everything is about you, my friend. Okay. Last card here. Surrender is the key to unlock the door to grace. Surrender is the key. We need to surrender. The journey, you're on the journey. The journey's already started. The journey's set. Okay? Forward motion. 4114 on the clock. We need to surrender the outcome of situations that we want to know yesterday what the outcome's going to be. We're like that when we go to the movies, right? We want to know what happens in the end. We read books and we want to know what's going to happen to these people. We get so invested. We're so invested in our outcome too. 41 on the clock. And so is spirit. They want what's best for us. Our ancestors who've gone before us, who've paved the way for our happiness, they have our best interests at heart. Our spirit guides as well. But if we don't, that's where the stuck energy happens. We have to believe that we're good enough to be happy. We're smart enough to figure this out, right? This journey. And that in the end, we're deserving enough to find happiness with whomever that is, that person is, 4224. Even if that person is ourselves, we got to be comfortable with that. So let go, okay? And let love in. Not from another person outwardly, 42 on the clock, but from ourselves. Love yourself. That is the beginning of wisdom. That is going to unlock the door. The door to opportunities, the door to happiness. Look yourself in the mirror. Go to the mirror, whatever time of day and night it is, and say, I am good enough. I am smart enough. I am enough. And if other people don't see that, that is their loss, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me on Empress Aries 888. Please like and subscribe and join my tribe, because I would love to have you. Until next time, be safe out there, my friends. Be blessed.